that time where your child grows out of half their clothes. It's exciting in the sense of him getting bigger and learning and becoming more of a little human where he can interact with you, but it's also a sad thing because your little baby's turning into more of a big boy. Right? Are you a big boy? So I wanted to take a small break from making daily or weekly vlogs. So this week I started filming, but I didn't really do too much for it. Just because I'm trying to think of some other things to do in between, because I like vlogging, but yeah. So I just wanted to mention that Riker's gonna have another small little surgery. It's really minor and really small, something that he could do to an adult if they were wide awake, but what frustrates me is that because he's small and he's an infant or a baby, toddler, and they move around a lot, he has to be put out. And it just frustrates me because if you've been watching me for a while or just know me personally, you know I don't like chemicals, I don't like medicines. I will take them if need be or if it's very important. I don't even like taking Advil and I will for, you know, because I need, like, if I have like a really bad headache, then I will, or really bad pain, then I will. But you won't find me taking medicines for a cold or anything. I'll just do it all naturally. It's just who I am. It's just how I feel about things, and having chemicals put in your body, you know, even though they're, I don't know, even though they're supposed to be okay for you or whatnot, I just don't like it. You know, we originally weren't made to have chemicals like that put in our body, because it's just a little incision to tuck in there's a piece of surgical thread that is tying the muscle that is looped in to keep his eyelid up. It's started to poke out and it's not supposed to. He said in 25 years he's never ever had this happen, so he's not sure what happened to make it pop out, but it started to pop out a little bit, and then Riker kept playing with it and ended up pulling out a little bit more. So because it's hooked to a muscle that's inside his body, and the passageway of where the actual string is in his eyelid, there's kind of like a little opening in a sense. It's very little, but enough where if germs or anything got inside, he would have a bad infection. So it's just something that needs to be fixed, and it's really tiny. I mean, he's just gonna do a little incision, tuck it in best he can, and then stitch it back up. So it's not anything crazy, so I'm not scared of the actual surgery. It's just the fact of being put out and him being scared and petrified at what's gonna happen. here for 2 seconds and this little guy got his hands in some wet sand and didn't like it, so he wanted to go and wash his hands, and he changed his mind, huh? So trying to get him outside and get us some sun because we've both been feeling extra tired. I can just tell by him how he acts and stuff, and of course me, I know how I've been feeling, but not that door. So Friday is his small surgery, and like I said, it's just a bummer because little kids go through a lot, and people are saying that he's not going to remember it, but the thing is that I remember stuff at 2. Oops, you've fallen, it's okay. I remember stuff pretty clearly at 2. That was like my earliest age. I mean, I think I probably remember stuff even before that because I kind of remember living at my grandmother's when I was really little, so it's just like things like that that make me think that he probably might remember some of this just because it's like something more more traumatizing, but I hope he doesn't. It's just, you know, just frustrating. I just don't want him to deal with it. What you got? You got something? What is it? Oh, it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, you found some greenery. So usually in Maine, like I've said before, we get snow by now, but it's just rained, and apparently they're getting it all in California and whatnot, so. But it would be nice to get some snow just because it just looks better than this. But I feel like we have one long fall, but without the pretty leaves. Fan as much as I am, you cannot get enough of it. Me and my mom always watched it ever since I was, I don't know, probably like 14, and we've just always watched it, and I love that it's on Netflix because you can just binge watch or watch episodes you really enjoy and, you know, just kind of go through all of them, so I really like that. But I don't think they have every season. I think they're missing season 7, but I think the best ones are like the of course the first season and up to like 5. 6 and 7's pretty good. I do like them a lot, but the first stages are always like the best. But I like to have it on in the background while I'm like cleaning and doing stuff, and I started doing that yesterday because it's just like that homey feel, that homey, I don't know, like, because I always used to have it on when I was a teenager and whatnot, so I kind of need that comfort right now since Riker has to deal with that whole thing tomorrow. And the thing is that I'm not blaming his doctor for it because in 25 years he's never messed up, and I just think it's a fluke thing, just something that has happened, and my family always has weird stuff happen, so poor little guy. But the biggest thing that is going to bother me is the fact of having to see him put out because it's not the best, you know, best thing to watch. But just praying and hoping everything goes good, even though it's a small thing, you know, so. Been a brat. thing lately with lunch and dinners and stuff where he just throws his food, and well, he's done it with breakfast too, but I don't know why he's doing this, but he tips it upside down and throws the food all over the floor. And I just mopped, right? And I work so hard and you ruin it. It's not fair. Yeah. I think you're so cute. But I wanted to make a more healthier snack. We've had a lot of junk lately, and so I want to make bitu bitu, but it's a Filipino dessert. I did make a video kind of about it, and it's only coconut milk, shredded coconut, depending whether you want the sweetened or non-sweetened, and rice flour, and you mix it all together, and then you're supposed to fry it in some oil, and it's like little fried little dough balls. But I didn't really want to fry it. I just, trying to keep things healthy, so I thought I would try to put it in the waffle maker, and that's how it came out. Came out pretty good. So I think I'm going to start using the waffle maker more often for things, because it doesn't stick, it goes in and cooks really nicely, nice crunch to it, so it'll be good, and it's kind of more healthier rather than trying to fry it. So I have another one in here, check on it, it's a little bit more, I did a little bit bigger this time, that way this little guy can have a healthier snacks, as coconut milk and stuff, right? Yeah. He did the cutest thing just a minute ago. He threw all his toys, or not the toys, he threw like that. And I told him he was bad and he needed to go in timeout, and then put himself in timeout, and then he kept looking at me like, so can I come out? And I'm like, no, go back in. And then he'd go back in. So, where are you going? I said timeout, so he might be putting himself in timeout somewhere. But as long as he does that himself, it kind of works. Stay away. Tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're only a day How many of you remember this movie and watching it as a kid? This is like my favorite Annie, out of even the newer ones too. Seriously, the strangest winter we've ever had. It's been so foggy almost every single morning, except for the rare occasions when it's actually sunny. But it's been warm and just really, really strange. I mean, I'm not complaining too much. We're saving a lot on heat and whatnot, but it's just crazy. I mean, I would like some snow before winter's gone so Riker can kind of enjoy some, but it would be nice to have a more milder winter, since last winter was completely like crazy and way too much. So we're headed off today to experiment. We wanted to go to a free showing of a movie every year on the 24th of December. They have a free movie showing at a movie theater. I think it's only in Maine. I'm not sure, but it's a movie theater where they let you give them canned goods or any non-perishables, and they donate it to homeless shelters and things like that. And then you get to see any free movie. All you have to do is bring like one can of veggies or anything. I mean, you can bring more too, but usually, you know, most people just bring like a can or two, and then you get to see a free movie. And I think the reason they do it, not only because, you know, they're always helping like charities and stuff, but because they have a cooking area, like you can eat in there. It's also like a little restaurant, I guess, because they have like tables set up and everything, and you eat and you watch a movie, so it's kind of neat. And their food actually is pretty decent for like a movie theater, and you can like have beer and wine and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And they have like free showings of like the football games and everything, so it's kind of like a universal theater, so it's kind of neat. And I've been going there for quite a few years now. I mean, not for my entire life, but I started going in my teenage life, and then like my entire late teens and my 20s, I've been going because it's cheap. It's only $7, and then you can order a little food if you want, so it kind of works out. But we're just waiting for my mom. She should be here soon, and then we're gonna head out. It's only 10, but because it's a free movie and it's Christmas Eve, and it's you know, most people have it off and everything, and it's Star Wars, so we're gonna attempt to see Star Wars with this little guy. Right? You ready? I mean, I know, I gotta fix it. I know he's a bit young and whatnot, but he has a thing with movies like that where they're action-packed. They're more realistic in the sense of like there's actual humans in it. He does really well with sitting and watching it if there's people watching with him. Like, he watched Jurassic World with us, he watched Godzilla, he loved Godzilla. He was like in the moment of it, and he was like, oh, you know, and it was so cute. So if there's a movie he's very interested in where there's a lot of action and you're watching it with him, he, you know, most likely will watch it with you. So we thought this would be good, you know, big screen, loudspeakers, we'll have a little bit of food, and he should like it a lot. So we'll see. I mean, if he gets cranky, it's fine. I mean, it was a free movie, we can leave, and we can always see it again, so, you know, another time. But I just thought it would be a perfect opportunity to test it and see how he acts in the theater.
On gaming with PlayStation's Uncharted 4.
Watch out!
พรุ่งนี้10 วันแล้วก็31
You gotta put your up high. You gotta go like this. Big feet. Big feet. Hold on, stay there. Stay there. I don't think you can use it, honey. Wanna sit in the snow, see what it's like? it gonna snow?
Stop!
No. Just touching it. No.